Reality television thrives on drama, exposure, and constant visibility. NeNe Leakes rose to the top of that world by mastering it. Sharper, louder, and more self-aware than anyone in the room. But Atlanta's elite estates tell a very different story. Space instead of spectacle, control instead of chaos, distance instead of demand. So what happens when a woman who dominated reality TV chooses privacy as her real power? And to understand the life she built behind the gates, we first have to understand the path that brought her here. Born Lynethia Monique Johnson on December 13, 1967, in Queens, New York, NeNe Leakes learned early that stability is earned, not assumed. One of 5 children, she grew up amid financial strain that forced difficult decisions. She and one brother were sent to live with an aunt in Athens, Georgia, while the rest of the family remained in New York. A move made out of necessity, not comfort. In Athens, NeNe graduated from Clark Central High School and briefly attended Morris Brown College in Atlanta, but pregnancy redirected her plans. Responsibility arrived fast. Long before fame, NeNe was already chasing opportunity. In the early 2000s, she pushed into entertainment, catching the attention of casting director Robbie Reed Humes. The work came in fragments, auditions, small roles, near misses. She even landed a part in The Fighting Temptations, only to see it cut from the final film. For many, that would have been a stop sign. For NeNe, it was data. She kept moving. Everything changed in 2008 when she joined the Real Housewives of Atlanta as an original cast member. The show exploded into a cultural phenomenon, and NeNe quickly emerged as its breakout force, quick-witted, unfiltered, and impossible to ignore. She became the axis around which storylines turned, anchoring the first 7 seasons and turning reality TV notoriety into national recognition. During that run, she co-authored her memoir, Never Make the Same Mistake Twice, reframing the narrative from spectacle to self-authorship. Though she announced her departure in 2015, her presence lingered. She returned as a full-time cast member for seasons 10 through 12 before stepping away again in 2020, closing a defining chapter on her terms. Reality television, however, was only one lane. NeNe expanded into scripted work, winning over audiences on NBC's The New Normal as Rocky Rhodes and on Glee as the sharp, scene-stealing Coach Roz Washington. She tested herself in competition formats, most notably Celebrity Apprentice, where a public conflict underscored her unwillingness to shrink, and later Dancing with the Stars in 2014. Daytime talk shows followed, with guest hosting and appearances on Anderson Live and The Talk further widening her reach. Never content to be boxed in, NeNe diversified again, this time on stage. She served as mistress of ceremonies for Cirque du Soleil's Zumanity in Las Vegas, then crossed into Broadway with roles in Cinderella and Chicago, playing Madame and the formidable matron Mama Morton. In 2020, she surprised fans by releasing the single Come and Get This Honey, signaling yet another reinvention. Most recently, she returned to the screen in 2024, co-hosting the Baddies East reunion on Zeus Network and preparing to appear in Lifetime's Hunting Housewives, proof that her relevance is not borrowed, it's built. By the time the cameras followed her home, NeNe had already learned the difference between visibility and control. And that lesson is etched into where she lives next, behind gates, on her terms. Estate in Atlanta, Georgia. By the time she bought this home, NeNe Leakes had already learned the most important lesson of fame. Visibility is optional. In 2015, she paid $2.075 million for a 10,000 square foot, 6-bedroom, 6-bathroom mansion tucked into a quiet suburban pocket of Atlanta, adjacent to a golf course. It wasn't about flexing, it was about control. From the outside, the property makes a strong first impression. Clean Mediterranean lines, manicured landscaping, and a sense of symmetry that reads expensive without shouting. At night, carefully designed exterior lighting transforms the house into something cinematic, the kind of place that looks best when the world isn't watching. Step inside and the scale becomes clear immediately. Natural light pours in from multiple angles, softening the size of the rooms and keeping the home from feeling cold or museum-like. This is luxury designed to be lived in. The main living areas flow easily, with sightlines that stretch but never overwhelm. The kitchen is a statement of function and status. Towering 3-meter-high cabinets, Viking appliances, polished marble countertops, and a massive central island make it the heart of the home. And then there's the second kitchen, fully equipped for a professional chef. This isn't about hosting once a year. It's about being ready, always. Designer chandeliers and custom lighting appear throughout the property, adding drama without excess. Every fixture feels deliberate, as if chosen to punctuate a moment rather than steal it. That balance between boldness and restraint defines the entire estate. Upstairs, the primary suite is its own universe. A private fireplace sets the tone, while the spa-style bathroom features a spacious walk-in shower and dual sinks designed for real mornings, not staged ones. But the real centerpiece is the custom walk-in closet, a showstopper by any standard. Glass front cabinets, dedicated jewelry displays, shoe walls, mirrors, and storage built with obsessive precision. The basement pushes the home from luxury into spectacle, quietly. An entertainment bar anchors the space, surrounded by custom seating designed for VIP gatherings. A temperature-controlled wine cellar sits nearby, while a private movie theater elevates the experience even further, its ceiling embedded with Swarovski crystals that catch the light like a night sky. Add a game room and a fully outfitted beauty room, convertible back into a bedroom if needed, and the message is unmistakable. Flexibility is power. And while this Atlanta mansion represents NeNe Leakes at her most grounded and guarded, it's only one piece of a larger real estate story, one that stretches across different moments, different needs, and different versions of herself. Next, we look at her other real estate moves and what they reveal about where she's been and where she's going. Other estate. In January 2020, NeNe quietly purchased a second home in Duluth, Georgia, for just $260,000. Modest by celebrity standards, the 4-bedroom, 2-bath property spans 2,076 square feet and sits roughly 15 minutes from her main Atlanta mansion. This wasn't about downsizing status, it was about optionality. Then came Buckhead. In 2021, NeNe stepped into a very different category of ownership, purchasing a 4,000-square-foot residence inside the Waldorf Astoria Buckhead for $1.75 million. This wasn't suburban privacy, it was vertical control. High-rise luxury designed for precision living. Just a year later, in July 2022, NeNe listed the property for $2.5 million, signaling a timely recalibration rather than attachment. And just like her real estate, NeNe's daily choices extend beyond where she lives to how she moves. Cars. While she's never put her full garage on display, the vehicles associated with NeNe Leakes paint a consistent picture: luxury with authority, performance without apology, and comfort built for long days that don't slow down. Back in 2019, NeNe was frequently seen driving a Range Rover SUV, a statement vehicle valued around $130,000. This wasn't just about presence at the curb. The high-performance Sport SV variant packs a twin-turbo V8, pushing roughly 467 kilowatts and 750 newton-meters of torque, launching from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in about 4 seconds. Power like that commands the road. Inside, the experience shifts from aggression to indulgence. Rich leather, refined wood inlays, and advanced tech that turns traffic into something tolerable. For everyday movement, a Mercedes-Benz C-Class fits seamlessly into her rhythm. Sleek, compact, and elegant, the C-Class offers a refined driving experience powered by a 2-liter turbocharged inline-4 with a 48-volt mild hybrid system, producing 255 horsepower. It's not about size here, it's about precision. The interior leans modern and intimate, with 64-color ambient lighting, heated and ventilated seats, and crisp digital displays. Ideal for city driving, meetings, or stepping out without overstatement. Then there's the Lincoln Navigator, a full-size SUV that balances strength with comfort. Under the hood sits a twin turbocharged V6, delivering 440 horsepower and 510 pound-feet of torque, paired with all-wheel drive and a smooth 10-speed automatic. Despite its size, it moves with confidence, 0 to 60 miles per hour in just over 5 seconds. Inside, it feels less like transportation and more like a rolling lounge. 3 rows of plush seating, premium finishes, and tech designed to keep everything effortless. And maintaining that level of comfort, consistency, and independence requires more than style. It requires sustained financial power. Which brings us next to the question behind it all: how NeNe Leakes continues to fund the life she controls. Income and net worth. With an estimated net worth of nearly $15 million, her wealth wasn't inherited or handed down. It was built in public, refined in private, and sustained through diversification. Her financial foundation began with the Real Housewives of Atlanta. In Season 1, NeNe reportedly earned just $10,000, a modest entry point that belied what was coming. As the show exploded in popularity, so did her value. By the time she exited in 2015, multiple reports placed her salary at around $1 million per season, making her the highest-paid housewife on Bravo. Some industry insiders have suggested her later contracts may have reached close to $3 million per season, reflecting not just screen time, but cultural impact. The success of RHOA also produced a spin-off, I Dream of NeNe, The Wedding, adding another revenue stream tied directly to her personal brand. Reality television opened doors beyond Bravo. NeNe expanded into competitive formats like Celebrity Apprentice in 2011 and Dancing with the Stars in 2014, while also appearing as a guest host on Fashion Police, The Talk, and Anderson Live. Each appearance reinforced her crossover appeal and kept her visible across different audiences. Scripted television added credibility and stability. Her role as Coach Roz Washington on Glee and as Rocky Rhodes on NBC's The New Normal showed she could thrive outside unscripted TV, earning both salary and long-term recognition in mainstream entertainment. Business became the next layer. In 2014, she launched the NeNe Leakes collection on HSN, selling affordable fashion that reportedly sold out quickly. She followed with Swag Boutique, opening locations in Duluth and later expanding to other cities. While the pandemic forced the Georgia store to close in 2020 and a rent dispute surfaced in 2023, NeNe continued forward rather than retreating. In 2021, she opened the Linethia Lounge, a live entertainment venue, and in 2022 partnered with My Daily Choice as a product affiliate, adding recurring income streams. She is also an author. Her autobiography, Never Make the Same Mistake Twice, offered an unfiltered look at her life before and after fame, adding publishing income while deepening her personal narrative. Finally, social media plays a powerful supporting role. With roughly 4.6 million followers, NeNe earns an estimated $334,000 to $457,000 annually from platforms like Instagram and YouTube, translating to $30,000 to $41,000 per month, keeping her both profitable and culturally relevant. And with that financial independence secured, she's been able to turn her attention outward, investing not just in herself, but in causes that reflect her values. Philanthropy. At the center of her efforts is the Twisted Hearts Foundation, which NeNe founded to raise awareness about domestic violence against women. The mission reflects chapters of her own life, openly discussed in her memoir and interviews. Rather than distancing herself from that past, she chose to confront it publicly, using her platform to start conversations many prefer to avoid. The foundation focuses on education, visibility, and support for women navigating abusive environments, turning pain into purpose. Beyond her own organization, NeNe has consistently supported a wide range of causes. In health advocacy, she has worked with the American Heart Association and the American Stroke Association, lending her voice to campaigns centered on prevention and awareness. Her involvement underscores a broader commitment to community health, particularly in underserved populations. Education and the arts also play a role. Through support of the Save the Music Foundation, NeNe has helped spotlight the importance of music education in public schools, a reminder that creative outlets can change the trajectory of young lives. She has also participated in initiatives with Cell Phones for Soldiers, providing communication resources to military members and veterans, reinforcing her ongoing support for those who serve. Cancer-related causes became deeply personal during her late husband Greg Leakes' battle with cancer. NeNe supported organizations including the Breast and Prostate Cancer Research Association, ABC, and the John Wayne Cancer Institute, where she was honored for her role as a caregiver. Her involvement wasn't symbolic, it was hands-on, informed by the realities of treatment, resilience, and loss. For NeNe Leakes, the most defining chapters of life unfolded away from red carpets and reunion couches. They were written in marriage, family, moments that tested her far beyond television. Personal life. NeNe married Greg Leakes in 1997, and together they built a family with 2 sons, Brent and Bryce. Their relationship, however, was never simple. After years of strain, the couple separated in 2010, and NeNe filed for divorce that April. The divorce was finalized in September 2011, just after Season 4 of the Real Housewives of Atlanta wrapped, a rare moment when personal fracture and public visibility collided. But their story didn't end there. In January 2013, NeNe and Greg reunited and announced their engagement, choosing reconciliation over resentment. Bravo documented the process in the spin-off I Dream of NeNe, The Wedding, capturing not just a ceremony, but a second chance. They remarried on June 22, 2013, in a lavish ceremony at the Intercontinental Buckhead Hotel in Atlanta, a moment that symbolized renewal rather than perfection. In 2018, their marriage was tested again, this time by illness. NeNe revealed that Greg had been diagnosed with stage 3 colon cancer. For a year, the family lived between hospitals, hope, and exhaustion. In May 2019, NeNe announced that Greg was cancer-free. The relief was short-lived. In June 2021, she shared that the cancer had returned and that Greg was hospitalized following surgery. On September 1, 2021, Greg Leakes passed away at age 66, ending a love story defined by endurance more than ease. Grief reshaped NeNe's public posture. In 2022, she filed a federal lawsuit against NBC Universal Bravo production companies and producer Andy Cohen, alleging violations of labor and anti-discrimination laws. The move marked a breaking point, a woman no longer willing to absorb pressure in silence. By August 2022, she withdrew the lawsuit, choosing closure over prolonged conflict. Through love, loss, and confrontation, NeNe Leakes emerged, changed, but unbroken. Her personal life reveals what fame never could. Resilience built through forgiveness, loyalty to family, and the strength to walk away when necessary. If you enjoyed this story, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who believes success is built, not borrowed. Your continued support allows us to keep telling stories with depth, balance, and respect. Until next time, thank you for being part of our journey.